www.healthcmi.com. Acupuncture, continuing education online today. Acupuncture found effective for depression relief. This article is based on some research from the Jinan University, and they conclude that acupuncture is effective for the alleviation of depression. Not an isolated study. In this study, what was interesting is that acupuncture outperformed a group taking Prozac, fluoxetine. So the total efficacy rate for the acupuncture group was 88.9%, slightly edged out the Prozac group, which came in at 84.8% for the total effective rate. But it was the cure rate that was actually much higher in the acupuncture group on a long-term basis. Acupuncture seems to outperform. In no way are we saying that medications aren't important. What we are saying here is that acupuncture can be extremely effective in many situations for patients with depression, and that there's significantly higher curative rates in terms of long-term results. So this is an either-or study, whether people had acupuncture or whether they had fluoxetine. However, there are other studies showing what happens when we combine acupuncture with drug treatment therapy, and indeed those pieces of research also show that acupuncture can enhance existing drug therapies. So you can take a look at this particular article and all the details, the acupuncture points used, at healthcmi.com in the news division. So at the top of every page, there's you can click right there. It says news. At the very top, there's a blue strip, acupuncture CEUs, about us, and then news, right before the blog link. Click on that. It's the September 7th, 2016 article, Acupuncture Found Effective for Depression Relief, which is the title. You can take a look. For acupuncturists, very interesting set of points, I think, straight out of the box. So Neiguan, which is PC6, Heart 7, which is Shen Men, Yifeng, TB17, so interesting, going for that Shaoyang approach. Bai Hui do 20, Sishen Sung, and Siguan, the combination of large intestine 4 and liver 3, often used for pain. That combination of Hegu and Tai Chung is called Siguan, translated as the 4 bars or the 4 gates. Here we're seeing it used for mental health. And there's a few twists and turns they give for specific differential diagnostic presentations when to add a couple different things and different types of needle stimulation techniques. So again, take a look at that article, healthcmi.com. This stuff is valuable. When people are fighting depression, it's difficult to get out of it. What we're finding in multiple studies, which you can read at healthcmi.com, both in major universities in the United States and abroad, which this is a Chinese study, we are finding that acupuncture is very helpful, and this is a tool that we want to have available for people, especially in the mental health care system, because it's so effective. I'm Adam White, licensed acupuncturist for healthcmi.com. Thank you for listening.